If you feel like you're doing everything right, you're eating less, you're trying to be really healthy, maybe you're even working out more, but you're still gaining weight, especially in your belly, and the cravings feel completely out of control, this is probably why. And it has nothing to do with willpower. Welcome to the Bloom and Beyond podcast. I'm really glad that you're here because today we're talking about something that I wish more women understood earlier because it explains so much of what you might be feeling right now, and that's blood sugar. Because most women in midlife are blaming themselves, when in reality, it's not about discipline. It's about what's happening inside your body. Now let's talk about what's really going on. These are things that I see happening all the time. Women start eating less. Maybe you skip breakfast. Maybe it's just coffee in the morning. Maybe it's something small like yogurt, or it's nothing at all. And it truly feels like you're doing the right thing, like you're being good, like you're being disciplined. But what's actually happening is this. Your blood sugar is going up and down all day long. And that roller coaster is what's driving belly fat, cravings, fatigue, irritability, and that feeling of just not feeling like yourself. Let me give you a real life example. You wake up, you have coffee, maybe with a little something sweet in it, and you feel fine at first. Then a couple hours later, you're hungry, or you're tired, or you're already thinking about food. So then you eat something really quick, something easy, and that's usually carbs. And again, you feel okay for a little bit, but then it happens again. Another drop, another craving, another energy dip, and by the end of the day, you're exhausted. You're craving sugar, and you feel like you have no control. That's not you failing. That is a blood sugar roller coaster. Now layer menopause on top of that. Estrogen actually plays a role in how your body handles blood sugar. So, as estrogen starts to drop, your body becomes more sensitive to those spikes and the crashes, which means the same way that you used to eat, it doesn't work anymore. And this is where so many women get frustrated because you're thinking, I didn't used to have this problem, and you're right, you didn't. But your body has changed. There are signs that your blood sugar might be off. So if you're wondering if this is what's happening to you, here are some of those signs to pay attention to. You get really hungry between meals. You crave sugar or carbs, especially later in the day. You feel tired after you eat. You wake up in the middle of the night. You feel shaky, irritable, or anxious even if you haven't eaten. Most women think these are just random. They're not. They're signals. The biggest mistake is usually not eating enough protein, especially earlier in the day. When you start your day with just coffee, something sweet, or very little food, your blood sugar spikes quickly, and then it crashes. And that crash leads to cravings later in the day, energy dips, and overeating at night. And again, this is not a lack of discipline. This is your body trying to stabilize. This can lead to belly fat. When your blood sugar is constantly spiking and crashing, your body releases more insulin. And insulin is a fat storage hormone. And in midlife, your body is more likely to store fat in the abdominal area. So when women say, I feel like everything is going to my stomach now, there's a reason. And again, it's not because you're doing something wrong. And I'll be honest, this is something that I had to learn myself because I thought I was doing everything right. Eating less, trying to be good, doing what I thought I was supposed to do. And yet, I had more cravings, less energy, and more frustration with my body. And it didn't make sense. It wasn't until I started understanding blood sugar that things actually started to shift. So let's talk about what to do that is simple and realistic. I'm not talking about extremes. I'm talking about what actually works in real life. So here are a few simple shifts. First, start your day with protein. Even something simple like Greek yogurt, eggs, a protein shake, this helps stabilize your blood sugar right away. Second, stop skipping meals. I know it feels like eating less should help, but in midlife, it often backfires. Your body needs consistency. Third, pair your carbs with protein. You don't have to cut carbs. Just don't eat them alone. Instead of fruit by itself or crackers by themselves, try fruit and protein, carbs and protein. This slows down everything in your body. And 4, pay attention to how you feel. This is huge. If you're crashing, craving sugar, feeling tired or shaky, those are signs that your body needs support. So here's an important reframe. This is the part that I really want you to hear. Your body is not the problem. It's just different now. And when you understand what's actually happening, you can work with your body instead of constantly fighting it. And when you start stabilizing your blood sugar, everything starts to feel easier. Your energy, your cravings, your mood, and even your weight. Not overnight, but it does shift, and it feels more manageable. If this episode helped you, please make sure that you're subscribed to the Bloom and Beyond podcast so that you don't miss what's coming next. Because we're going to keep building on this in a way that actually makes sense for midlife. Thank you for listening.